The only thing more entertaining than watching Black Panther is watching white people white over Black Panther with the hard WH.
Can't you just enjoy a superhero movie without applying race to everything? Apparently not. So let's see what kind of nonsense she has to say in this video. Continue.
Welcome to Judge of Characters, where white tears make a salty yet sweet beverage.
Are you kidding me? You're trying to make a serious argument in this video, yet you started with white salty tears. Your argument's already flat. It's destroyed. It's like trying to walk on a twisted ankle. You just can't. It's like trying to build a house with feathers. It's not going to stick at all whatsoever. When you start your argument or your video like that, you already lost the argument. No one's gonna listen to you. No one. And especially with no one with a decent amount of credibility is gonna take you seriously when you start with something as silly as that. Come on now.
Pour me some, I'm feeling salty.
Racist colonizers are big mad over the success and all-out love festival circulating around Black Panther.
Anyway, the whole white salty tears thing is really silly. You should have left that out altogether because that's not going to be taken seriously. And I went to go see Black Panther. I loved Black Panther. It was a really good movie. The CGI could use some work, like the rhinos looked really bad. I can say that. But overall, it was a good movie. I loved it. And I treated it as that. A fun movie just to go enjoy with the family. That's what I went to do. I treated it as that. I didn't treat it as a race movement. I didn't treat it as a way to attack white people. I didn't treat it as some kind of representation or something like that. I didn't treat it as that. I treated it as that. Just a movie to go see, to have fun, to have a good time, and enjoy. That's about it. What happened to that? Can we go back to those days where we just enjoyed movies and not...
So they're crying in the whitest ways possible by pretending they were victims of racially motivated attacks when they went to see Black Panther.
Yes, those were outed as fake. What is your point? We already know those people were faking. We already know. They were using photos from somebody else. Somebody already figured that out. What is your point here? Why was this left in? There is no point. We already know those people were lying in the first place. We kind of figured this out already. You didn't need to point it out. You really didn't.
Calling Black Panther and all those who like the movie racist.
Are you literally kidding me right now? That tweet has nothing racist in it. She's just asking a question. Because the silliness around the Black Panther movie was that if you go and support it, it's fine, you're going to get praised, whatever. But if you don't support it, you're called a racist. She was just literally asking a question. It's not racist if you just ask a freaking question. You can't be serious right now.
Imagining that they could shift the mood of the entire theater with their presence and African garb.
Wait a minute, the lady was trying to be on your side and help you out and not trying to offend you or nothing like that. And you still call her out? Man, you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. You just can't win. You just can't. This is so crazy. It's not even funny. Man, it's like stepping in cotton candy, gum, and then getting dropped on a rock. It's so crazy. And then going downhill. Man. What a imaginary roller coaster we have here.
Wait, this white lady's name is Lakdawala? Sounds like a colonized version of Wakanda to me.
You're taking this too seriously. It's just a movie. Treat it as that. A movie. Nothing more. And that's just a Twitter name. A white version of Wakanda? What are you talking about? Oh boy.
Hold on. All of these white tears are happening because there's a black superhero movie with a predominantly black cast. Racism in human form, Rush Limbaugh asks, are you sick of living in a racist country where a movie featuring a black actor as a black superhero is poised to set box office records?
If you listen to more than 40 seconds, I actually watched the whole 14-minute video on YouTube. He actually makes decent points, but you only listen to the beginning and you hear what you wanted to hear and think he's automatically racist because you only trained to hear one thing that fits your certain narrative. And you're not trained to learn to listen to the whole argument at all. You're just trained to learn to listen to like 40 seconds, that's about it, and that's what you base your argument on. You can't do that. Learn to listen to the whole argument, or otherwise you're not going to have a productive discussion or a productive argument.
Are you tired of that racist country? No and yes, in that order. It's as if colonizers aren't aware that this is a big black deal, because nearly every other superhero movie is filled with mostly white people.
Again, you only listen to 40 seconds of the actual thing. Watch the whole thing before you make your argument. If you want to listen to the whole thing, it will be in the link in the description. He actually makes really good points. I usually don't agree with him, but here he actually makes decent points. Learn to listen to the whole thing before you make your argument. That's just called being lazy if you listen to 40 seconds and base it off that.
You've got George Clooney, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. Let's look at all the white teary-eyed tweets.
Ah, boy, here we go.
So is it racist for me to go see Black Panther, or is it racist for me not to support it? Haven't quite figured this one out yet.
He's just asking a question. Like I said earlier, if you support this movie, you won't get called anything, you'll be fine. But if you don't support this movie or give it a bad rating or say there's a problem with it, you're going to be called racist. That's why she's asking that question. It has nothing to do with being teary-eyed or nothing like that. So what are you talking about?
White people are exhausting.jpg. So I carefully did not buy Black Panther tickets for opening weekend because I did not want to be the white person sucking black joy out of the theater. What's the appropriate date for me to buy tickets? Is next weekend okay?
She's trying to help you out and be on your side. She's on your side, but yet you're still calling her out. So you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. You just can't win. Man, that's why this kind of thing is just silly to the highest degree.
Why is it called Black Panther? Why not just Panther? If I made a movie called White Panther, you would call me racist. This is reverse racism.
Here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
To all of those people who are constantly saying that the black people attending the Black Panther movie and dressing up in costumes and traditional African clothing are being extra, look at this and be quiet.
The people that were saying that were just joking, saying they're little extras and they look like they're coming from America. They're just joking. All the Facebook posts I saw about that, people were just joking. Even black people were joking about it. It was just jokes. They were not being serious. Relax.
They don't want us to love Black Panther, but we gonna love Black Panther. In fact, we loved it so much, it made $241.96 million in North America in its opening weekend alone, and over $404 million globally.
And that's great. I love that. But just treat it as a movie. Don't treat it as some kind of thing to give you an excuse to be mean to white people. I love that it made all of its money back, and I love that it made a lot of money during its opening weekend and during, like, globally also. That's great. And that means we're going to get a sequel, which is fine. But just treat it as a movie. That's all I am asking you to do, is treat it as a movie and don't treat it nothing more than that, okay? That's all I am asking.
Haters will say it's Photoshop. Or racism.
You're not very bright, are you?
Take that, colonizers, and let's judge these characters. Teary-eyed white people are guilty of doing the most because racism.
Wow, what a solid argument. Congrats. How about we treat these characters as just movies and comics and nothing more, okay? Just treat it like that and just go and enjoy it. Just do that, alright?
So, Wakanda forever. Yeah. We're gonna be talking about Black Panther forever. So, deal with it.
So, that's gonna be it for me, guys. If you want to watch more of my videos, click this little eye over here to take it to more of my lovely videos. And my advice for my audience and for anybody else, just treat these superhero movies as a superhero movies just to enjoy and have fun, and don't go and attack people, and don't think it gives you an excuse to go and attack people of other races, okay? Just let's have fun and make superhero movies great, and let's just enjoy them together and not divide it. Have a great day, guys. Remember to stay awesome.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.